Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm Cheeky and today we're going to be doing a quick beginner guide to Ramattra. He is actually pretty cool character. If you've not played Ramattra before, I would recommend picking him up and giving it a go. He's good fun. He's having a bit of a tough time at the moment, but he has been very strong in the past, so he's maybe on that point where if the kind of a few balance changes here and there, he may become pretty strong in the game. So I'm going to go over his abilities, maybe a bit of playstyle, you know, like how you can kind of best optimize playing Ramattra, and then we'll go into a game and we'll go from there and kind of apply everything that we've learned. So first of all, he's got his primary fire, which if you can see on his like kind of staff here, he's got these little triangles and he just shoots these little Toblerones out of his gun. And you can hold it down as much as you like, and then he finishes, just reloads them. So there's 100 shots, but they go really quick. I believe they don't have any fall-off damage, so if you see like here, I'm going to shoot a spot, does a lot of damage, and then that was what, about 30 odd bullets. If I go against this spot here, miles away, let's give it another go. Yeah, so it's about the same, you know, it's like there's the same amount of damage no matter where you are, but it does have quite a long travel time. So see, look, it's got, like, so any bots that are moving, you kind of have to like track where they're going. So that's his primary fire. You got to kind of like lead it, you see, like to shoot in front of the person where they're moving towards. But yeah, it does a lot of damage if you can hit it, but it is really hard. Of course, if someone's actively dodging you, it's much harder to hit than training bots, which are super easy to hit. So you can headshot. Body shots, of course, are way worse. It takes so long to whittle someone down with a body shot, especially, again, something like a tracer that's dodging left and right, super hard to hit. So it's not too effective, but it does reward good aim, which is actually quite a fair thing to do, I think. His second ability, left trigger or right click on the PC, is his barrier. Now, his barrier is quite different to other barriers, as in when you hold the button, it comes up with a UI and it kind of shows you where your barrier is going to deploy. You're going to hold this a pretty long time. I don't know if it's indefinite. It probably is. You just hold it, and then, you know, say like when you're happy, you release the button, boom, and he pops his barrier. It just lasts for I think 4 seconds. You see the little timer in the center of the screen, pop, goes. So it's kind of that brief protection. It's not really like a Reinhardt shield where you can just kind of, you know, take it with you, put it somewhere and kind of trust it. It isn't going to last long. It's got 1000 HP, which is pretty good. But it can be good to say like you're playing on a corner, you just pop your barrier up, and now you're protected, right, from the enemy team. That's kind of how this barrier plays, but again, it doesn't last very long, see? And now it's on quite a bit of cooldown. It's got maybe, I think it's 6 or 7 seconds left at least. Maybe even 8 actually. So if I pop it up, when, you know, I'm playing, my barrier's going to go any second. It's still got 9.5, 8 seconds left on the cooldown, so that's pretty long time to go without your barrier. So you can't just rely on this. It's kind of like a tool to just give you like a little space on a corner, get a bit aggressive, but the real thing with Ramattra is his left bumper, I believe it's shift on the keyboard, which transforms you into something called Nemesis form. So when you do that, you completely change. You become this giant tanking beast of a character. You get extra bonus armor, and then instead of using your primary gun, now your primary fire has changed to this punch that has a range on it. So it's got quite a generous range on it, you see. That was just out of range, that last punch. And what you do with that, with the Nemesis form, is that's when you kind of go in aggressively, and instead of your shield in Nemesis form, if you change, you get this block ability. So it's still the same input, still the left trigger or right click, and you're just blocking, and that reduces your incoming damage by about 80%. So that can help you sustain, help you get healed back up a bit when you are going in that aggressive play style. So you go in, you get a little tiny speed boost, only lasts 8 seconds. You're punching, you know, you need to, okay, I need to block a little bit, get back behind cover, get healed up, and then it's going to expire. And now I've got my shield back, and I pop my shield back up, you know, and I can just play around the corner a bit. And then 2 seconds to my Nemesis form, get my Nemesis form back, and then go aggressive again, you know, punch, block, get around the corner, get healed back up. And then when you come out of Nemesis form, she does just like the shield already ready to go, you know. So that was a quick change actually. They did this patch. This is October 2023. They've just kind of reduced his cooldown on his Nemesis form that tiny little bit. So it kind of like goes in favor with his shield much better. So when his shield runs out, you can then pop Nemesis form exactly the same time. You get this for a few seconds. This can hit multiple people, I believe, as well. And you come out Nemesis form, and shield's already back, and bang, gone. Yeah, and then when your shield expires, you've got like 2 seconds left on my Nemesis form. So if I delayed that shield for just a couple seconds, maybe, and then pop my shield, I would have had my Nemesis form as soon as it expired. So you can kind of rhythm it like that way, and just kind of play his abilities at that kind of cooldown tempo. So try and keep them kind of rotating through at that kind of healthy pace. Don't use your barrier and then pop Nemesis form and then keep going crazy with it. Something also to note with Nemesis form, see my barrier's gone now, got a few seconds left. You can cancel Nemesis form manually, but now I'm 4 seconds without my barrier, so that's kind of not ideal. You want to kind of rotate them so you're not without protection, as make you a lot more effective. So those are his damaging abilities there. He's got his last ability. It does a little bit of damage, but it's his little vortex thing that he shoots on the floor. So it's kind of thrown like a grenade. Pops on the ground, puts this kind of circle glyph on the floor, and that slows people, does a little bit of damage, as you can see, but it is very minimal damage. It also pulls people down to the ground and kind of reduces vertical movement. It doesn't reduce horizontal movement. It's not the greatest ability. It does cause a bit slow. It makes your primary fire much easier to hit though when they're slowed down. Does that little bit of extra damage. Again, that's maybe someone who's like out of position or something. You can just kind of catch them off guard. If they're out of, like, say, I don't know, this guy's out of position, I'm gonna just pop my thing down, and now his out of position is even worse because he's moving slowly. So just capitalizing on people being out of position. You can also do that to combine it with your speed boost in your Nemesis form, slow them down and catch, like someone's trying to run away. Let's see example here, like this bot's running away, and then I can catch up with him even easier and get right in their face and make sure I'm hitting my punches. Cool. So those are his like standard abilities. So he's got his primary form, which is just where you come out of spawn like this. You got your primary fire, your shield, carry on primary fire. Then switch to your Nemesis form. It does go through barriers. Actually, Nemesis form. It's basically like a melee with range on it. It's pretty good against people like Reinhardt, maybe even Winston, who are trying to block some damage, and they just can't block your Nemesis form damage. So that's a pretty good thing to know and apply in your games. I believe it even goes through Life with a Petal, so if he tries to go up in the sky, you can just punch straight through it. But don't quote me on that, I might be wrong. Finally is Ramattra's ultimate. Now, Ramattra's ultimate is a bit weird. It basically puts you in Nemesis form. However, it has this big range that also does damage, and I'm going to pop it now and show you. And it lasts 3 seconds. However, if you are in range of the enemy with your ultimate, it keeps that ticking slower. So you see, I pop it here. Look, the 3 seconds in the middle, but it's lasting way longer than 3 seconds. Okay, it used to be indefinite. They had to change it because it was just busted. But yeah, look, if I keep it in range of these people, I think I can last it for even 20 seconds. But if I go out of range of this bot, for example, it's going to go really fast. Look, whoop, it's gone. So it's something to note, that you want to be using that when there's enemies around. It can be blocked by barriers. So if you say do it going right into the enemy team with like a Reinhardt or something, and they just kind of pop their barrier up, your time is going to go real quick, and it's going to really reduce the effectiveness of your ultimate. Okay, so bear that in mind, that barriers will stop it from affecting the enemy team. But the best thing you can do about the ultimate, the greatest thing you can do is, so you get your extra armor when you go Nemesis form. So I go Nemesis form, and I'm punching. I take a load of damage. Now I'm going now I just pop my ultimate, I get all my armor back. Okay, and then my ultimate just keeps going, and as you can see here, as long as there's enemies, I'm just causing absolute chaos. And now I've also got Nemesis form back because it's on a cooldown. So I can do Nemesis form up to 3 times when I'm doing that, which is absolutely broken, and you should definitely abuse that when you're playing Ramattra. So that's kind of the flow of doing your ultimate. If you can use your Nemesis form aggressively before, you get that armor health. That armor health gets taken down because, of course, you're not blocking any damage. You're not using your shield to block 100% of damage. And then you when you're getting a little bit out of that armor health, it's getting a bit risky, you can pop your ultimate and get all your health back. So I'm just going to show you here, so that say I'm taking damage here, you see from these rockets. Now I just block, I take much less damage. Look, it's so much less damage. I could probably tank loads of those on there. So that's just something to bear in mind on Ramattra, is trying to keep that armor health going up. That way you can be way more effective and way more aggressive. When you do take too much damage to your health, you've only got 300. No, sorry, that's 300 on the 300 in the train range. I think he's got like 450 health or something. Ramattra when he's just in his normal form, or maybe 400. So yeah, this is what I'm saying with the Ramattra. You go Nemesis form when you got your ultimate. You know, you go in aggressive. You take some damage, and you go like instantly pop your ultimate again. And then you go back into Nemesis form, get all your armor back. You know, you can keep going aggressive, and then if you can keep your Nemesis form up quite a lot in your ultimate, when you come back out, you'll have it already. Yeah. Do bear in mind that you can cancel your ultimate as Ramattra. If you do, I'll try and show you that. So if I go here, I do that, and if I press Nemesis form, I've cancelled my ultimate. Okay, so be really careful. If you pop your ultimate, try not to press the Nemesis form button, because that will cancel it immediately, and it's devastating because it's quite a long ultimate to charge. If you see, like, yeah, I limb a few of these bots, and they're just, you know, it's barely going up. And, you know, this is not going to happen in game. Of course, you're not going to just limb people this quickly all the time. So yeah, Ramattra is good fun. He's got kind of a good pace to his gameplay. You can kind of do the ranged game, and then when they get close, you just pop your Nemesis form and just start punching away. Pop your ultimate, and it's great at stalling over time. Of course, if you're blocking your ultimate, you're still doing damage. You can get healed, but they're doing way less damage to you. And then I could just stand here on the point in overtime, just really stall it out. If I've got a support pumping me with heals, this is just going to last so long. You know, do all this. Even when it runs out, I've got my Nemesis form back up again, and I just pop it again, and you can carry on blocking. Brilliant for stalling out the point in overtime. So that's basically the kit of Ramattra. You kind of want to be, again, as small tanks, playing corners. But when you pop that Nemesis form, you know, I can play here. I've got my shield. I'm playing the corner, getting a little bit extra cover on here. Shield's gone. I can pop Nemesis form, you know, slow somebody down, chase them up, and keep giving them the pain this way. And yeah, and not forget to block, you know, any big damage that's coming your way. The thing with Ramattra is the crowd control when you're in Nemesis form. You've got to be careful of that. You know, sleep darts, Orisa javelins, things like that. They will just cancel your block, put you to sleep. You know, you can't block any of those things. So do bear that in mind, that if you're playing into Annas, Orisas, or Roadhogs, things like that, they can still crowd control you when you're blocking in Nemesis form, so do bear that in mind. But yeah, we're going to kind of play Ramattra. He does play kind of similar to maybe like a Reinhardt or a Zari. You're kind of a bit patient, wait for the kind of perfect moment to just go in and pop that Nemesis form and start dealing the pain to everybody. So what we'll do next, we'll jump into a game. We'll apply our abilities best we can and see how we go with Ramattra. So yeah, we'll jump into a game and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, we got a game. Dorado. Okay, Ramattra is gonna work. I got a good feeling. Here we go. High ground heavy map at the start. Gonna struggle with a high ground, but hey, let's make it work, y'all. Let's hope my team can deal with the high ground, and I don't have to. But yeah, we're gonna play the corners. Like most tanks should be playing corners, apart from maybe the dive tanks. But you want to be playing corners with the Ramattra. Again, like a little trick here. You know, you get that little speed boost from your Nemesis form. Why not pop it out spawn? You know, when you get there, 7 second cooldown on it. So you know, let's see. And now I'm back in the fight. Basically got my Nemesis form back, right? So if that was, say, recontesting the point there, it wasn't too much of a you know, downside to popping that out of spawn, getting back that little bit quicker. But yeah, I'm gonna hold the high ground on defense because I got double hit scan here, which they could probably benefit from my barrier quite a lot on this high ground. It can help them be a little bit more aggressive. But again, I am gonna have to just kind of come back here when it gets a bit hairy. So let's see what we got. I got Moira. Don't really mind about the Moira. We've got Hanzo out of the spawn here. So I can pop that and then give my cast a little bit of... We really need to take the Mercy out there. I'm just doing this to block the damage. We need to take this Mercy out so bad, man. I can go on his hands there. Gotta take this Moira, surely. Oh, that was my bad. I got out of line of sight of my team. Yeah, I should have held them maybe the low ground probably. I was hoping my team would be a bit more aggressive with the hit scan next to me, but that's fine. Don't worry. So again, like I was saying, pop your Nemesis form out of spawn. Oh, Cassidy really shouldn't be doing that. That would be quite unfortunate that he's just gone there. Hanzo is on the high ground. Okay, that was terrible. This is what I want really, the Moira. There we go, got the Hanzo instead, but that's fine. Oh, you did not just res in front of my entire team. So again, I can pop my Nemesis form. Okay, and then... Oh, the fight is probably won now, so I'm going to waste my armor here. Come on, we got to get this Mercy, surely. I'll have that. Come on, get touch, Tracer, please. Okay. Let's play this corner now. So that's good. We've got a better angle here. Tracer's going to cause problems here. Gonna get in my back line. So now I can get my armor back, you see. Still holding this. Holding all the space there. Now I've got my Nemesis form back already. Okay. Still holding this space, which is nice. My team are doing good. Ah, oh, that was annoying. I didn't know that's shielded there. Gotta get that Mercy though. There we go. Nice one, May. Yeah, stalling. Like, you know, look how much stall we've done with Ramattra. Just blocking there. There's so much value just to stall it out so long. I'm just creating so much space for my team just to like work. Oh, my soldier's going up high. Oh, well done, dude. Nice. Rig is really not going to work because she can't block any of my damage. I can't block the Moira ult, but I can at least block some of the Sig damage. Just follow up. Now she's faded away. I'm going in. I'll take this soldier out. Where'd he go? She's going to try and pulse bomb me. Okay. That's fine, they just got off point. I mean, I had my ultimate to stall it as long as I could anyway. But yeah, I had the good heals from my team. But again, just see that this corners, you got to hold those corners, you know, you can. And then when you see an opportunity, like when that brig was way too close to me, I was like, I'm going on that brig, and she had to back up. The Moira had to use all her healing on the, you know. You can just, you see that opportunity, you're like, I get that little speed boost, I can punch you a little bit of a range, you know, and that's when you go aggressive. But you see crowd control against Nemesis form with the Sigma Rock, it's pretty tough to deal with. But hey, we did well there. We held that quite a lot. But yeah, let's see how attack goes. We should be fine to do that. I mean, May was a good combo with me. You know, when she walls somebody off, it's game over for them. Like, so much damage coming through. No barrier can do anything about it. But yeah, this is what you wanted to be doing. Playing those corners, doing your little shooty. Put your barrier up. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, see an opportunity, switch to that Nemesis form and go time. Yeah, that's basically like the kind of gameplay loop of Ramattra. But if you can time your abilities nicely, you can always be doing something, which is a really good, you know, it's a really good game design, I think, to have a character where you're always doing something. You know, this is why like Orisa is so good and can be fun to play. I personally find it pretty boring. But yeah, it's you know, it's good to always be doing something. I think that's a lot of characters should aspire to be designed like that. Okay, that Moira's just trolling, surely. Now I was trying to change back manually anyway. Look, that Widow's getting no value now. Just shielded her off. That's kind of a good way to use your shield. You can cut off some big sight lines from the enemy team. Now it's go time. See, barrier, nothing. Just cancel that because I'm going to take some serious mega space on this. Just watch over that way, team. I got this side. That Bastion is going to try and melt my Mei. Nah, they didn't even get to touch. Because, see, good to hold some space forwards. In that case, something like maybe the Moira would have touched. So good that the Mei went around the side like I asked her to. That was a really quick game. We played pretty good. Our team was also really, really good, so it was helpful. But yeah, Ramattra holding corners. Use your shot. It takes a while to get used to his primary fire, I think, but you'll get used to it after a few games. You just got to lead those shots a little bit. When you see an opportunity, go aggressive, pop that Nemesis form, go straight forward, and do some serious damage to the enemy team. I hope you enjoyed the guide. If you did, do please leave a like. It really does help. And leave a comment down below. If there's any other characters you'd like to see me do, please do leave a comment, and I'll try and work on those next. But definitely check out my other guides as well. They're they're there if you want to learn maybe some different heroes. I really do enjoy playing Doomfist. I hope that guide helps a lot of people because it is a bit tricky to play Doomfist. It's maybe not so intuitive to how to play. But yeah, do check out my other guides. And I'll hopefully see you guys on the next video. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.